Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing what's usually weekly. Last week I had two, but most weeks I'll only have one Senate prediction, and this is my one Senate prediction for this week. The major topics that have been discussed is Kavanaugh, the FBI, the limited FBI probe, might I add, into Kavanaugh, which, if I'm being honest, has kind of riled up both parties, but I would say it riled up the Republicans a little bit more. Um, but in any event, let's get started. In total, there are 4 changes. It seems like I always have 4 for some reason. 2 of them are just more technical. Um, two are just more technical, like, oh, this race is this because of the margins, instead of this is changing um, as much as anything. So, in any shape or form, let's get started. State of Virginia, Joe Manchin will keep his seat. I believe, especially if he right now he's leaning yes, allegedly, on Kavanaugh. If he votes yes on Kavanaugh, I think he could maybe even move to the safe call. If I'm being honest. Um, but in any event, Joe Manchin is in pretty good shape. And also, as a technicality, Pennsylvania, I moved in the likely Democratic column. I still believe I actually live in the state of Pennsylvania. There has been a little bit of backlash about Tom Wolf, the incumbent. Well, he's the incumbent governor. What am I talking about? But anyway, right now the incumbent senator is being lashed against a little bit. The Republicans in my area are a little bit more riled up. I actually got in an argument the other day. Um, but whatever the case may be, right now it looks as Pennsylvania will stay in the Democratic column. Now, this is the first time, I don't know the last time, I don't think I've ever, since Texas went from likely to leaning, that I've used the likely Republican column, but I have two. Be special, which is more of a technical thing. It's in the same idea as Pennsylvania. Um, it's closer, but I still see the party that a lot of people have been saying all along to win it. And my other likely Republican is North Dakota. Kevin Cramer right now is doing pretty good. Heidi Heitkamp recently came out against um, the potential Justice Kavanaugh and said she would not vote for him. She tried to lessen it by saying it's not a political decision. It was just the whole process was horrible. I don't really know how much her people will buy that. And as well, the average for Kevin Cramer now is over 8%. And it was, for a while, it was around 1.5. Now it's at 8.7, I believe. That's a huge jump. And with that jump, I believe that pretty much, if it stays, Heidi Heitkamp is done. Leaning Democratic, no changes. Montana, it's closer, but I still see Jon Tester taking the win. Arizona. Arizona is a weird case because Martha McSally was winning in another poll, but it's not as consistent as other states. So right now I'm staying with Kyrsten Sinema until otherwise noted. Indiana's tightening with Joe Donnelly going against Justice Kavanaugh. This is potential Justice Kavanaugh. This is a common theme through most of this video, if you couldn't tell, because he's the hot button issue right now, and that's what people are going to remember: who they agreed with more. And Nevada, Jackie Rosen's polling numbers actually went up. Before I was considering putting it in the tilt column, but now she's in better shape and I'm more confident. Leaning Republican, Ted Cruz is still he's hovering around 4.5%. I will remind you that around 5% is whenever likely. The upper 5%, like 5.7, is whenever likely starts. So there is a possibility Ted Cruz could push himself back into the likely column. But right now, Beto O'Rourke is doing pretty good. I have to give him props. Even if he doesn't win, he's doing pretty good right now. State of Florida is tilting Democratic. The race is tightening a little bit. I believe it's around a 1.3 margin or so right now. But in any case, I think that they very well could retain their seat in Florida. Missouri, as in the last video, is tilting Republican. Josh Hawley's numbers went up a little bit. Part of that may be down to Justice Kavanaugh again. Potential. I keep saying Justice Kavanaugh because I really think he's going to get appointed to the Supreme Court as things stand right now, especially with Joe Manchin saying that he might go. But yeah, his numbers went up a little bit. It's going to be a close one. The three races that are tilting or uncolored right now are the ones to watch. And Tennessee is flipping to the tilting Republican column. My reasoning is for a while, it felt like. Tennessee was a physical tie. Like, if you averaged out all the polls and everything, it's a tie. An exact, perfect tie. Which is crazy to think about. But there was a poll that came out that has Marsha Blackburn up by 5, and there was another poll that came out that Phil Bredesen was up by 3. So this is going to be a race to watch. However, right now I think in a red state where Republicans are only increasing how much they're rallying for the midterms, it could be a bad sign for Phil Bredesen. So composition would be the same. The only differences are Arizona and Nevada get more blue. Missouri gets is all red. Tennessee stays all red, and Florida stays how it was. So thanks for watching this video. Comment down below what you think about Kavanaugh and everything relating to the midterms. Tell me about any changes or any future videos you'd like to see, and I will see you all soon.